Hi, welcome to Smoky Monday. Hopefully, you're all doing well today. Hopefully, you had a good weekend and holy shiitake snow skis. We got dumped on. Always told my friends that, hey, this is Minnesota. We're gonna get one more knock over the lighter hit of snow before the season's over. It's typically always the worst hit of snow every year. Is around this time of year. Why is the fuck that he focused on me? Oh, hi, Edward. Because you moved. There we go. Hi, Edward. What? You really want to be on the stream early? Okay. You want to be picked up or not? There's Edward. Nope, nope. It's Edward. It's Edward. Taco night. Ah. Has to be on his shoulder. Make up your mind. Where do you want to go? Meow. Huggies. Are you panda? I'll be the panda. I'll be nature's Oreo. Edward, what am I gonna do with you? Other than hug you. Make you mine. Yeah. No, that should be a project for him and his friend. That they get to clean up the house. Sounds like a great friend project. Oh, Edward. He just wants to be held and wiggle that butt. Are you done? You done now? Are you done with being held? No, he just wants to try to be in my lap. Don't you? Aw. Loud purring. Oh. Look at that face of discontent. The face of I have regretted all my decisions up to this day. I have been held by a human who I don't know if I love. Mwah. You're a good boy. Oh. Does that when they leave? All right, now that you guys made the mess,
you get to clean it up. Yeah, man, that's snow over. Oh, hey.
yeah, they did it. But yeah, that snow over the last that fell down all day Sunday was it built up. And then traffic, in my opinion, wasn't bad on the way in, and even though it was kind of mixture between rain and snow today, it wasn't bad at all heading home. It just was, well, poor weather. As it's always like we get one final dump every year. And it's not a light dump of snow. It's like, oh, here's this spritz. Nope, here is what you would expect over like a week long or like months, at least a month long worth of snowfall and stuff all in one day. But that's Minnesota. We are used to it. As for tonight, we're going back to more Alone in the Dark. I will mention, preface or set up things to say I am pretty tired. Mainly because woke up at 2:30 a.m. for a bio break and I just couldn't get back to sleep. Just couldn't. my mind was just going blah, 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 that nonstop running. And then my HOA at 3 a.m. in the morning started clearing out the sidewalks with snow blowers. Even though it wasn't really loud on my end, it was very. Excuse me. Very noticeable, and just like I tossed and turned and everything until like it was like 4:30. I just said, "F it, I'm getting up and showering and all that shit right away." What? I held you, and you just used your pooper. You don't need to announce it to the world that you pooped. Yeah, he's currently confused by the incense smoke in the air. He's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Meow, meow, meow. That's Edward talk. Yeah, so probably won't be a super long stream. I'll probably be cutting it at 9 o'clock, pretty much close to that, depending on how I'll get. Where's this move? That, because I got my controller. Gotta make sure I have the what? Butt slap. Sometimes I wish we had a translator for our pets. Yeah, I mean, even on my days off, I tend to wake up naturally at around 5 a.m. Just do, because that's when I'm used to waking up. Now, depending on if I get up or not, that's one thing. In fact, was it the other day? It was Saturday. Edward woke me up with a face full of snot. Oh wow, 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 wow. Ow. That's messaging me. But all right. And basically what happened was I was awake, but I was like, I don't want to get up. I'm being lazy. It's Saturday morning. I don't have to do anything really right away. So I rolled on my back and was laying there. And if I'm laying down and I'm on my back, Edward has to be right here on me. Like almost if he's laying there on either side of me or walks in the room and sees me like that, he is right away jumping on the bed and laying right on top of me. And he was just laying there. I'm like, hey, Edward. I just opened my eyes. And then he just looked right at me and just went, that joke. And just sneezed right in my face. A face full of kitty snot. Like, ah, oh, God, Edward. He's like, my sudden shifting me. What'd I do? Jumping off kind of deal. Like, you really covered me, like, sneezed in my face like that? Who knows? I may now be coming down with the world's first case of feline sneezes in humans. I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun thing to wake up to. Now he will lay and it's kind of funny as well how he wants when if I lay on my side, left or right, he always tends to have to be on the same side I'm facing as well. And it's also even weirder. If I lay on my left side, he always has to face towards my feet. If I lay on my right side, he faces towards my head. And there's no changing of that position. Like he has, those are his three positions on the bed, either on top of me if I'm on my back, or right up against me on either side, but facing feet or facing head, depending on which side I'm leaning on. So granted, if I'm laying on my right side, I'm facing my bedside fan. So he may like prefer the fan on his butt versus face. That may be why, but even if the fan's not on, he does the same thing. Yeah, cats are funny. Pets are funny in general. They are very funny in general. And I'd say at times we don't deserve them. Many times I say we don't deserve our pets. But yeah, I look back at the day of when I was adopting a cat, and literally I had a younger, like less than a year old, like a couple months old or whatever, kitten in my transport box ready to go, and I looked at, and Edward walked up to me. I'm like, know what? He's about a year old. I'll take Edward. The cat distribution system had urged him to choose me, and there we go. So let's not la the labba da boo ba da ba da ba da boo daddy ba da ba da. Let's get to the dark of Alone. As soon as I do two things, like sync started, and here we go. Boop, boop. Come on, just waiting for full screen to kick in. Oh, apparently had a patch it has to run. Running install script. Microsoft VC redistributable. Inventory. Wednesday. Wednesday is when I could start selling these things. I already see these. Some of them dropped in price. So my biggest thing to like, hey, you want free money in Steam? Sell all your goddamn trading cards and sell them ASAP, because they're one of the things that they're more they are diminishing value the moment the games come out. The highest value is going to be set typically by the first few people putting it out. There we go. But and it's been a few rare cases where I find them at like actually like above 50 cents. That's a very rare case. And here we go. Yep. Yeah. This is David Harbour. He stars in this game. Or gun. Snow. Grab. Now we have the flare. There's apparently an achievement for playing this for more than 8 hours. I'm doing something. Mine.
We found the ancient Stellarium perched on a cliff facing the Arctic Ocean after a day of sailing due north of the Eskimo encampment. Jacob van Oostad was our most keen member of the expedition.
Was he though?
Been chasing down the source of a peculiar type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the natives on the northeast coast of Greenland. The site was a remarkable find for any explorer, and we were all enraptured in our search for enlightenment and meaning. The surviving architecture seemed almost unearthly in origin and astonishingly sophisticated. The metal Jacob was searching for was abundant, almost ubiquitous. We were so taken by our find that we were surprised by the sun falling below the horizon. As we quickly picked up our gear, ready to head back to our camp, Jacob von Ostadt declared that he wanted to stay. He was adamant. We begged him to reconsider. The night would be getting colder by the hour, and we feared for all our safety. Jacob refused, threatening us with violence if we wouldn't leave him alone. As the snowfall turned heavier, we left him there on his own. The next day, the weather became worse, and we had to spend hours enforcing our shelter as our tents became increasingly useless. The group had written off Jacob, thinking he must be dead. I had an urge to make one final attempt to save him, so I headed out as darkness fell with a handful of flares and headed toward the coast and up the climb towards the Stellarium. That's when I saw him, transfixed by a burning sky, that celestial lantern. Jacob keeled over and let out a painful shriek that struck me with such fear and pity. He was crying in agony, for the cold weather had ravaged his flesh. I called out to him, and he turned to face me. His vacant stare held me in place like a needle through a butterfly, and he said, "You must leave now, Heshtan. Go, and never come back." And so I left.
All right. Yeah, he is a good actor, very good actor. And honestly, I feel his voice acting work in this game is doing a great job. I will say this, he very much does play it off very much like, I would say, his Stranger Things setup. I have no idea where to go. Honestly, don't. Because I have no map of this area. Aha. I get kind of the idea. No, let me grab that game. Holy shit. Why can't I grab that? Okay. Reload. There's the... The flares feel like they are counterproductive here. I kind of get what they want us to do, but at the same time, like, they blind you. Northern Lights or Borealis. What the fuck? Oh, that's that is tarp. I thought that was like giant tentacle things. But it looks like it's just tarp in the wind. Are we going through a damn Stargate? Oh, I got aiming at the sky is the idea. Okay. technically, I guess I was doing the flares all wrong. I'm used to games where you don't aim flares up in the sky, you just aim them forward. That is not a tarp. That is Orb Spinny Spinster. Okay. Not what I expected. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? I lost control.
You! What are you doing here? What is this place?
Turn back, detective. You're not wanted here.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm not your enemy.
Oh, you're wrong,
What?
detective. You're wrong.
Wow, he hits hard. Okay. Once again, stupid design decision. I can't hit enter there. I have to E. What the fuck, game? All right, I'm gonna go to this weapon.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? What is this
I
place?
also don't like the fact that they wait until the last second to give you control here. Like, you should have control
You're
here.
not wanted here.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm not your
Like,
enemy.
right here's when you should take control, I feel. Like, as soon as he starts approaching. Oh my god. Gee. Apparently he stopped it. Also, he had tentacle mouth. Why the fuck did he have tentacle mouth? I have a feeling the game wanted me to do a lot more running around than I did. Get my booze. Hey, I'm live apparently. And this is not the greatest survival horror game that has been made, far from it. But it's still fun, it's still enjoyable. It has its flaws, just like my coworkers have heard me today, but I'm loving Final Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth nearly all day yesterday while doing laundry and shit. As good as the game is, it has so much annoying fluff in it that is like, it's sickening. The game, I feel, is, I'm gonna just pause it there because music. Because I just want to get this out. I need to get this out. I need to spread my opinion on this. So with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it's definitely a good game. It's a Square Enix game. They have, even some of the weakest games are still great games. What I mean by fluff is, so let's do this. FF7 remake, play time. So with the original game, well, so Final Fantasy VII, for those who don't know, is currently in the middle of its remake trilogy. We just had the second one drop, and we're probably another 5 years or so out until the third and final supposedly drops. There's no release date or no announcement of it, but we know it's coming. Uh, my biggest beef of what they did. Why the fuck do I have two messages there? Oh. Is in Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first of the 3 games, is about 40-ish hours to beat the core game. And that's, I would say, doing a lot of the side quests and everything in there, but not doing every single little side thing, like grinding in the combat simulator or trying to collect every single materia and summon and all that stuff. But it was still a fun game. And it had a little bit of fluff, but not really much of it. It was all really, I'd say, pure sneezing gameplay that the game has. So I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I'm only on chapter 4, and I'm over 20 hours in. Now, granted, I will say this. I am going through and playing, like, doing as many of the side, like, not the combat challenges, but exploring the world, finding all the things to unlock. But as you're exploring the world, all the things that you unlock have tiny little stupid shit that may not seem significant at first. It's insignificant. May seem insignificant. It's just they are adding up, and I can already tell. So they bumped the game to about 50 to 60 hours potentially. Like, so they bumped it up a bit more, and what I feel they did is, so for case example, there's what's called these life spring wells in the world. Those 3 of them in each zone, and you have to find all 3 of them. Now they're kind of worth it to find them because they provide a ton of resources that go to the new crafting system in the game that are around there, and these are just like kind of just things you find laying around the world, but there's like anywhere from 10 to 20 of them just laying around the life spring well. And in order to complete the life spring well, you have to scan it in game. And when you scan it, basically you'll hit triangle on it, you'll pull out the scanner, and then you go through this non-randomized, plays the exact same way every single time minigame. And it's basically, you just gotta hit triangle 3 more times. It's one of those, hey, we got something happening, hit triangle at the right spot kind of deals. Like, you see a line and you hit triangle when the marker connects at the activation point. And you got to do that 3 times each activation point. So like, you click on it, you could hit triangle total 4 times. It's a little tiny thing that probably takes 10-15 seconds to do. It's the fact you have to do it every single time you find one of these. And I have no idea how many zones or how many there are of this game so far, but I can already tell this is stupid padding bullshit. It's not actually, there's no real reason to make this a gameplay element other than because they could. Other than that, it was something to pad the time of the game to allow it to make you play longer. And I'm using a speedrunner term. And like what speedrunners say, it's, even though it may not seem a lot initially, it's the it's the collection sum of all those times you have to do it that does equal a lot. Like, speedrunners all the time, like, they'll do a special dash runs or these jump sequences. Like, well, we discovered if you do dash jump, you actually traverse the world faster. It's by a total of a couple, like a second extra faster in each area, but that all adds up. And this is the opposite way. And it's filled with other shit like this too. That's the annoying thing. And there's another mini game of a similar thing that you got to find these Titan or summon whatever worship points or whatever, and they got a similar thing. You find them and you got to scan them and you get a mini game, and at least their mini game is a little more interesting and brain intensive because you get a giant circle and you see 4 buttons on the circle, so like triangle, X, circle, square, in 4 different positions. And what you got to do is you got to remember when you start it, as the countdown is happening, those symbols fade out, so you just see the line of the circle, and you got to remember where they are to hit the right button at the corresponding time to succeed. That, even though more fluff and stupid, it gets a little bit more of a pass for me because it requires you to think a bit more. That's simple as that. You're trying to go, okay, it's this, that's about here, that's about here. Okay, let's give it a shot. It's like a Simon Says, essentially. The other one, and these change each time I don't know if they change every time you do it, but they're at least different at each of one of the sites you have to do it at. Versus the LifeSpring wells are the exact same timing every single time. And the other thing I'll just throw out there about the LifeSpring wells that just made me go, like, really? You guys spent time on this shit, but not this? Is when you get near a LifeSpring well, a owl appears. And it takes flight. You hear it go, hoo, hoo, like, hooing at you to follow it and everything. And it leads you to where the well is. They couldn't be given, like, they much rather have given you this stupid little, not even really to call it a mini game, a sequence that you have to press when you reach these LifeSpring wells to collect them, or collect the intel related to them, that they couldn't even give the owl a opportunity to land. And the owl,
Yes.
the owl, basically, you'll see the owl take off. It will guide you to where it is. And then when you reach it, the owl just spins over it. Like, it flies in as tight as a circle as it can outside of it latching into a single point and just spinning in place. It goes like in a very tight circle that is impossibly tight, I would say, for a avian creature to do outside like a hummingbird. And outside of making like a sudden course change, but it's nonstop in a like circle. They couldn't even give it an animation of it landing on said rocks. Grid and go! You guys all missed Edward. All right, my rant is done. But yeah, I am enjoying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's just the fluff, the stupid fluff shit that they've added to pad the gameplay time is annoying. And there's a lot of it. They also, the other thing I'm going to complain about is they have, like, I understand throwing, like, in open world games, throwing things or reasons to get you to explore said world. If the world didn't have stuff for you to find and get, it would be a boring open world game. There would be nothing to do, especially in fantasy games. Because like Grand Theft Auto, if you remove all the side objectives and stuff, or just outright ignore them, you can cause mayhem in itself. Like, that's part of the game sandbox, is just, hey, I'm going to just cause a traffic accident. I'm going to start crashing cars, blowing stuff up. It causes mayhem and the game responds. With a lot of fantasy games, they don't have anything like that. It's much more rarer that I found a open world fantasy game has something similar. I mean, Skyrim is probably the closest to Grand Theft Auto in the fantasy world kind of things, and always kind of has been. But without these points of interest to go to, there wouldn't be really any incentive to explore these worlds. And these incentives can easily range from just collecting some items to information, XP, or whatever. I feel a lot that they looked at so many other games, because a lot of games are remixes. Edward is here and gone. He showed up at the start. You're late to the party, you goat. You're late. But they looked at other games, because games all these days are really just remixes at this point. They take one concept and either merge it with another concept or gameplay mythologies or game and stuff like that, and create a new stuff. Really? Oh, god damn it.
Starting location tracking.
Chip ID D23 meow.
4 locked. Narrowing location. Edward has been located. Activating N23. Stand by for capture of target.
Edward, there's Edward. He's like, nope. I'm not facing the camera. I'm taking shoulder time. You happy, Rex? You happy? Goat, that did nothing. Ah. Mwah. Let's see if we can get him to have ice cream. Oh, 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 oh. Get him his own plaything. Oh, he's done. He done. He got hugged. You guys perturbed him. You know that? This is all your fault. They voted for Edward. They did. Squeezies. All right, everyone give your hearts to Edward in the chat. Yeah, hi, Rocco. They caused this. They caused this. Ah. Give him hearts, cause I'm about to put him down and go back to the game after I nomineer. Oh. 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 All right, Edward, you're done. That's my arm. That's my legs. Really? Oh, no. Really, people? I mean, whoa! I'm pulled back too fast. Edward! What? You're flying tomorrow? Nice. Edward wants to stay in the lab and get all the attentions. All right, Edward, you got to go down. Not fine. Roll forward. So, I'm going to just say a funny news story that popped up. So, Boeing apparently is going after Virgin Galactic Airlines, saying that they are using proprietary information from Boeing in some of their designs and must destroy them all. My coworker jokingly said, well, Virgin's like, really? Public information. Like, saying Virgin should just respond by releasing all that supposed Boeing proprietary stuff to the public. And I jokingly replied back is, oh, sorry, it accidentally leaked. It was on one of a Boeing plane. The bulkhead went blasted open and sucked out all that private proprietary information out the door. No. Banana curry pizza. That's just like that's a nope. That's a nope. That's just like a no combo. I would do chocolate and curry over banana curry. Because chocolate and curry actually kind of, from my understanding, actually legitly goes together. All right, let's get back to the game. Ah. Cat hair all over me. I need to spend half a day just brushing Edward, getting rid of all his hair. Music, why are you being so epic? I know Rocco's here, but you don't need to be this epic. What the fuck? Align the stars.
Of course, the Taurus. I figured you wouldn't want your stars aligned, Jeremy. Maybe that is what you need. To temper that mania of yours.
Hard to hear what you said there. Like there's Edward up in the upper area. was easy. I'm like, did I just break it? I think my sister and her family are going to be going to Sweden soonish here, actually, too. What the fuck, tacos? And that's a green hole. Holy shit, he's got some range. Stab him! Ow. I have no health. Game, let me move. In the eyeball. You're going with me? Water. Okay. No, you don't. That's doable. I have Friday off as a heads up. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, hi, dude. Hi, Mothman.
We did everything! Aren't you happy?
No.
Charlatan!
Yeah, he's
What
happy
do you
his
want
wings
from
flap.
me? You want me to lose my mind?
Oh, my lord! Doctor! Baptiste! Quick!
What the fuck?
Jesus. What are you thinking, compadre?
You just showed up in a giant mask and stuff of the one that is tormenting us. You don't think he's gonna respond by punching you in the face with a goddamn gun handle? You're lucky he did that. You're lucky he didn't shoot you. Those guys are a bunch of goddamn idiots. Oh, I'm in a... Why did I... Ooh, blood all over the floor there. It's slowly fading away.
You awake?
Maybe.
You are awake.
Here's your gun back.
Conby's up.
Hey, buddy. I thought you'd be knocked out for the rest of the night. Come on out and join us, will you? I'll save you some gumbo.
Good to have you back. You gave us all a good scare.
Why the fuck are you guys so nonchalant
Had a
after I...
psychological breakdown. Sorry for manhandling you, but you're being violent.
I say
Stabbed
bullshit.
Jeremy and then punched Dr. Gray.
Are they...
What? My question is, why was Dr. Gray
Jeremy's
dressed
a
as
little
that?
strange, but everything's back to normal.
Bullshit.
All thanks to you, combat.
Bullshit.
You want to try standing up?
I have a feeling we did not do things for the better good. For the greater good.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the day. How are you feeling, detective?
Never better. How about you two? Hey, Jeremy, I didn't do too much damage, did I?
Hey, Jeremy pissed.
Things are fine. Very quiet.
You get...
What's up with him?
He gave him a lobotomy.
No. You see, despite you having the finesse of a one-eyed butcher, you managed to lobotomize dear Jeremy.
I did what?
Hey, he
It's
had the
actually quite
skills of
impressive.
X-ray.
It's not like I hadn't considered it myself. I just wish Jeremy could have been helped without reducing his personality to that of an oyster.
Hey, that's insulting to oysters.
He's gonna live.
Of course.
His daughter
As long
may
as
be
someone keeps feeding
pissed at
him,
me.
he'll outlive the best of us.
I'm in full control now.
Everything was back to normal. Did any of it really happen? What had Conby actually been doing all night?
Let me know when you want to meet up. I just kind of have to be over the weekend. I kind of have to be in potential ready to go if shit hits the fan, basically. We leave. Okay.
Does Emily know about Jeremy's condition?
Yes. She seems to be handling it quite well under the circumstances.
Does she still want to take Jeremy away from Derceto?
I will have to insist that you do. This is not that kind of institution.
Yes, it is. You're the one who drove him crazy and made me punch you in the face with a gun.
Jeremy, hang on for a little longer, okay? We'll be going back to New Orleans soon.
Yay.
Oh, good. I do so miss the city lights.
It is kind of insane that, like, literally half the solutions to medical shit back in this time frame and before it was lobotomies. Or just like crazy shit like, hey, we're doing this. Let's electroshock therapy.
Hey, Ruth. Glad to see you made it back to Derceto.
You too, Detective. Make sure to stay for the festivities. It's no Mardi Gras, but it ain't bad.
So, if the Dr. Gray was being dressed as the Dark One here, or was he not dressed as Dark One, that was part hallucination? It's kind of hard to say. So, was Dr. Gray trying to stop shit from happening? Like, I still don't trust this damn tree. Gumbo! Can I have some gumbo?
Good to see you back on your feet.
Oh, you are gonna give me a
Have
plate.
some gumbo.
Thanks. I'll save it for later.
How dare you insult? You raid my kitchen, you get kicked out of my kitchen, and now you won't have my gumbo.
Seems like everyone's in a pretty good mood.
The Eve of St. John is the most important date of the whole year. It's the only day when the black goat of the woods tends to her young.
AK murders them all.
What are you looking for?
Just keeping an eye out for the storm. Radio says it could be a wild one.
I forgot. Each one has
You
at
know where
least 3
Emily is, do
dialogues.
you?
She's gonna be
She's packing some of
sacrificed.
Jeremy's things. Said she wanted to take him away. I'm sure she'll come and get you when she's ready.
Should probably get a move on then.
See you around, compare.
Did you at least have a relaxing day today, Rocco?
I'm gonna go look for Emily.
Don't worry about her. She wouldn't leave without you, would she?
I'm really not trusting of anyone here. Especially that damn little girl. No, no.
That is one impressive tree.
More impressive than you could ever imagine.
It's Cthulhu. Oh, Tree Thulu.
So how does this all work? You dance around chanting? For the ritual, I mean?
Stay and find out, Detective. It might just do you good.
Why are there, like... This is just getting
You haven't
so
seen
weird.
Emily, have you?
No, Detective. I haven't.
I honestly don't think they say Emily's doing what they say she's doing right now. I think she's been captured.
All right, tell me, what the hell's
That
about to
they're going to
happen
be a
here?
sacrifice.
Every year we have a little turn the page ceremony by the tree. It's symbolical.
Okay, drunkard.
It's like life has its cycles of grief and happiness. You know?
Nope.
Just like a tree facing the seasons. Things change, but remain the same.
So this is basically New Year's Eve, but with a tree metaphor.
Exactly. You're so smart. It's about starting again. I mean, who could use a positive message like that more than a bunch of lunatics like us?
Boop.
I get the feeling some of you think this year is going to be special. Any idea why?
Well, we got some new words, thanks to your buddy Jeremy, and some other changes to the program. Let's just say we're all in this year.
Yeah, they're sacrificing her. Jeremy was supposed to be a sacrifice, I feel. Or he was purely kept and hidden to lure her here. I have a feeling. Oh, hey, creepy girl.
Hey, kid. What are you up to?
Preparing for the ceremony. I don't want to disappoint Mother.
What are you doing?
What's your part in this?
I'm the Cabristan Corn. It's very important. Only I can settle our debt.
Creepy girl.
You know, I had my doubts, but you are in the right place, Grace.
I think you might be right. For once.
Oh, thanks for the insult. Anything hiding back here? Just the butt. Alright, let's wait for Grace. Alright, wait.
Everyone knows what to do? Y'all know the new words.
Mrs. Thompson, we talked about this. I'm not sure everyone is comfortable.
Doctor, I insist. This is
She's the real leader.
We've waited for so long, Doctor.
Let's just go with the old song. Not every change is an improvement.
Boss, good or bad, you need to move forward.
All in, Doc. Let's bet it all.
The doctor, I think, realizes what's going on. Yeah.
It'll be okay, Doctor. Better even.
Oh shit. So that's like, I'd say lines up more that Doctor was the Dark Man. Truly the entire time.
Ever their praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother. Take pity on us. Take pity on us.
Ever their praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods.
Hear us, Mother, and take
Oh, here we go.
Take pity on us.
Ever there's
What? No, 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 no!
Stop! Are you crazy?
Please the happen, Carpet.
Grace! Stop! Stop!
What the fuck is going on with the tree?
Detective, get my uncle out of here.
So yeah, I feel we're gonna have a side story of the other story is what her perspective is.
Get over here!
Oh shit, he's down.
Jeremy, come with Jeremy!
Oh
Come
god,
here!
the tree just literally picked him up.
No! There has to be enough of that!
We hit Evil Dead. What the fuck? Oh, she got crunched. Whoa! It has legs now. What the fuck am I gonna do here? It just... Okay.
I can't let that monster leave Derceto. I have to stop it.
That is a gruesome, like... That is gruesome. I have no health. I am low on health here. Oh, that's a healthy. That's a health. We got a couple. We got plenty of healthies. Okay, question. Oh, it went out that way. Okay. No, 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 no. I want that shit. Game. I'm reloading that because it would let me grab that shit. I got one right here. Explains why we heard all the weird noises from this shit earlier when we first started the game. All right, half health. Game. Let me grab these. Oh, when did I get full? I'm full. And I told the game, hell no. Do I have to really fight it on the roof? I'm keeping it down. I want... Okay, I guess I don't get the pickaxe. Shit, lost control. Hi! Aren't you pretty? You just need, Damn, let me shoot it. Ow. Oh, I get what I've been supposed to be doing. I'm wasting ammo this entire time, huh? I'm gonna reload that. Because now that I know what I'm gonna do, I want to make sure I have my ammo. Okay, so it loaded me here. Cool. Game! Fuck you. I'm keeping my axe. Alright, I gotta shoot the pustules. I feel. Game, let me move. It has a butt mouth. It literally has a butt mouth. Alright, yep, I was right on what I need to do. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's spawning shit. Ow. Dude, why won't you move? Holy shit. Gotta see what I need to do. Just start piercing shit. Is this machine gun? Yes. Oh, that worked really well. Holy shit. What the fuck? Come on, reload! Game! Oh my god, give me... I need health. I have no idea how well I'm doing here. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I'd say that boss battle was a little weak, but at least it was, I figured it out. But still was fun. Yeah, I'd be the same way after all this shit.
Detective.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I tried to tell you. There was so much evidence. Their devotion to the Black Goat was like nothing I've ever seen before. I felt so dumb believing any of it, but I'm glad I did.
Are you okay?
Everything is out of order. This isn't the way the story goes. I shouldn't be alive.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
Oh god, she's still around. At least the game was not like, hey, we're gonna kill a
How are you
kid.
doing, sweetie?
Sad.
I kinda like it. You ruined everything, but I'm not mad.
I was gonna die anyways if you didn't.
All right, you ready to head back to New Orleans?
I give him my $200.
Come on, Jeremy. We're leaving.
Can I come?
I thought you said you didn't need saving.
Really smart
Don't
Alec
leave.
comic right there.
She's important.
Of course we're taking her with us.
So we can have a sequel where she's the central point to everything once again. That was definitely interesting. And that is, I feel, just one half of the story. I feel the game definitely has pulled a Resident Evil Leon and Claire scenarios. But yeah, that was our, well, playthrough 1, because we still got to play through it again as Emily. Now, granted, I will say this. If it doesn't get that much different, I may just say, fuck it. But I have a feeling it's going to be drastically different. Hi, Daddy. Also, what the fuck did they do with these credits? They're swishing. Overall, so far, so first playthrough review of the game. This is an enjoyable game. This, I would say this game is worthy of picking up and playing. And definitely hope it's the restart of this franchise and we get another one in here. Will they be able to keep David Harbour as Edward Crosby or Croby or whatever it was? Conby for the game? I don't know. I mean, he is getting more and more popular. I mean, it would be cool if he is able to return, and same with maybe Jodie Comer. I haven't played her side of the story yet for the characters, but that's weird. It's like, I thought I was doing siren shit. It's not a perfect game in any form, but it's a fun and enjoyable game, and I do kind of feel it's a bit of a fresh take in the survival horror games. There's one game I really wish I did play back in the day. I have it. I have no idea how well it will run or anything, but it was another game like Nostromo or something like that. I'll have to see if I can find the discs or something, see how it worked. I picked it up, never really did play because the game didn't work for me for some reason back in the day. No, it's got its idiosyncrasies, which I think comes down to some poor PC porting and forcing all the controls to revolve around WASDZX is kind of stupid. Now, I do understand that some people are like, oh, it should all be over here. I shouldn't be I for inventory. M shouldn't be mad because it's all the way away from the keyboard. You have all these unused keys near the WSAD, which is the defaults for so many games on the PC. At the same time, I go, when I'm doing puzzles and shit, you let me use the arrow keys. Don't make me use WSAD. Like, don't do all that crazy ass shit. Which is what really was annoying to me. Which is why I had my controller ready for anything that required me to puzzle and move stuff around, because the controller plays that so much better. It had a few graphical glitches, and I think some gameplay elements, like so many empty boxes for no point, I found really stupid. I kind of feel that was just there because they randomized ammo placement or item consumable placements, I should say, to be randomly placed in all these available things, which I find more annoying. Like, okay, just put something in the mall. If you want us to ration ammo, make them less. Don't put them as abundant as you did. Simple as that. And there's some like, okay, hey, I'm stuck between these two and I can't get free. This game feels like it very much wanted to go Cthulhu-esque. I've never played the original or any of the other Alone in the Dark games. I will say that. I'm aware of them. I understand them. Alone in the Dark back on the 91 days and all that stuff was very much is the grandfather or father of survival horror games as we understand them today. I mean, Resident Evil is a 1,000,000,000% inspired by Alone in the Dark, the way the original game was, because it was fixed camera angles. It was a pre-rendered background with 3D models and shit roaming around. Like 3D models over the pre-rendered background, which is what Resident Evil 1, 2, 3 all were. Code Veronica was one of the first actual the environment was actually fully rendered in 3D. Kind of deal. All the other games was pre-rendered. Even Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube, that was a pre-rendered background as well. And when they did the remaster of it, they 3D'ized some of the elements. Does this game deserve a lot of the hate it's been getting? I don't think so. And there's been a lot of people complain about, like, a lot of this game is more of a throwback, I would say, to more of the older school of like the PS1, PS2 era of survival horror games, not the modern day style that we really know of in terms of more actiony gameplay. I mean, because Resident Evil with the remakes, like with Resident Evil 2, 3 remakes, and even the OG, like, they are survival horror, but they're much more action oriented in general. They don't really give you that doom and gloom or suppressionist gloomy feeling that a lot, like this game, I feel did a good chunk of that. Like it gave you a good chunk of doom and gloom. Silent Hill is masterful at it. So it's kind of interesting to see this game come back. I'm glad it came back. I'm looking forward to actually starting this game right back up again and playing Emily's side of things, because I honestly feel the story will be drastically different between the two. Like, we're going to get the full picture. Non sum qualis eram. What the fuck does that even mean? I have no idea. So... into our vintage horror filters. Where is this gonna load? Is it gonna just load me right back there? I thought this game had... yeah, it did. I thought this game had New Game Plus. Oh, no, it doesn't have... does it have New Game Plus? Need to clean my desk again. I was thinking, well, it doesn't really matter because we're changing characters. We'll leave it on modern. Yeah, I'm fine. And let's start at round 2. Let's mark it. We get to see the horn toads again. Dinner. Num 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 num. Thank you for not killing your local crocodile. Or gator, whatever you want to call it. Duh. Sorry, now that my brain can relax on shit, I'm kind of hit a yawn point.
It's all alone.
Your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's Uncle Tommy.
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that.
Back to it.
He says a dark man is following him. Watching him at all times.
I would believe so. He punched him.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
Drugs?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
Hey, growing old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned
Cigarettes.
the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy
Speaking
accusing
of
the staff
Smokies.
and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's all in
It's a
his
story he
burrito.
tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant.
And filled
That
with
people mean
burritos.
so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
So you say.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
He's fine.
And what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Nope.
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
Yes.
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Nah. We're gonna be Emily Hartwood this time. We played David, now we're Emily. Interesting.
Hello?
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
So they
This is a
flipped
big
positions.
place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
I have a feeling this may be too similar, which would be really, really annoying. And why go through the point of having two separate characters if you don't do very unique things with them? Engine.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Derceto. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Carnby inside, so...
You know what? We're gonna change game. We're gonna change games just because I want to. I've a good break. I feel this may be a good game to pick up on Friday because, by the way, I won't be able to stream on Wednesday. I will be in a mosh pit getting my body beat and getting Electrohead. If you know those two songs, you know which band I'm going to see. But let's change up games. And I do need to stand up and move around because it's stuff. So be right back.